Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, all between. Fred, my brother, how you doing? I've been looking forward to so we can see Orange ourselves with I See Orange. Saw them on social media. Then I on a short in like TikTok or something. I'm like, ooh, what is? There's that special ingredient there that when it pops up, you know. And we've been at a really good track record of getting bands that are up and coming and identifying them, and they're now becoming larger and a grander scope.
We
But
are the hit makers.
yeah, no. But we love music, and I've showed this song to with the thing that I can't even talk. I'm so excited to talk to these guys. I've shared this with everybody I know. Hey, have you seen Icy Orange? Do you know who Icy Orange is? Here, check this out. Here. Oh, look, I already have it up on my phone for you. But yeah, it's always exciting to hear someone do something a little different and put their own special sauce on there. And so these guys are doing it. On vocals and bass, we have Giselle Medina. On guitar, we have Cameron Hill. And on drums, we have Charlie Hart. Ladies and gentlemen, right from the UK, I See Orange. What's happening?
Hello.
I love what you guys are doing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. And I've done some poking around, and there's some other people who have the same opinion as me. And you guys really, I mean, whatever it is, you can't identify what it is that makes a band stick out. You know what I mean? And sometimes it just takes one song, especially when, you know, you haven't been around for 10, 20 years or whatever. But that one song is, you know, when I heard, I was out of my mind. I'm like, what is this? You know, because you have a little bit of darkness going on, a little bit of depression, but shown in a positive and happy audio translation that just your ears love it. I mean, you guys have that special thing going on, and that doesn't happen a lot. So I'll stop blowing smoke up your ass, but
Thank you.
loads
Thank
of
you.
joy. I See Orange. Unbelievable. So tell me, how'd you guys get together?
Right.
You normally answer that question.
Well, I am originally from Mexico.
Yeah.
So I moved to the UK about almost 5 years ago.
Okay.
So I've always been doing music on my own in my hometown with my friends and all that. So when I moved here, I was alone with no friends. So trying to find musicians to jam with, I found a musicians group on Facebook of the area where we are from.
Yeah.
And that's how we found each other. We booked a studio to jam one day, to just meet for the first time and to jam. Yeah, and since then, that's how everything started. Like the chemistry between us was very good, and yeah, that's basically the summary of how.
So was that move from Mexico to jumpstart your musical career?
You can say maybe, yeah, sure. I always love the UK, the culture,
Yeah.
the music especially, and it was always a dream of mine to come and just get to play here. You know,
What part of Mexico are you from?
Sinaloa.
Okay. You guys should be opening up for The Warning.
I know, right? We love the Warning.
It's on the bucket list. Don't worry.
Yeah.
We're in contact with their camp, so we'll definitely put in a word for
Yes.
sure.
Yeah. We're hoping to get
And everybody else. Well, that's what we do. Like we have artists that are newer. We have artists that, like, boom, you hear something like, oh, people need to know about them. And then we have artists who, you know, been doing it for 40, 50 years and who are, you know, have the touring machine behind them. And we're always telling them, hey, here's a list of 5 bands. Like,
Oh wow.
check out these guys. Make sure, you know, off camera, you know, live. We're always telling them, hey, you know, hire these guys. They should tour with you. You know.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We do. We love promoting the new bands, and there's so many great new bands out there. And being as it says right here, Metalhead. When Vince presented the band, you guys to me, I kind of read a little bit, and it was kind of to grunge. I mean, there were like 3 or 4 different descriptions of music, and I like, I went into it going, I'm not gonna like these guys. And man, was I wrong. You guys kick it. You really do.
Yeah, I don't see grunge at all.
Well, I just was reading
You know what I mean? No,
press
right. When you read
I,
stuff,
I
people
didn't
have to
either, but
classify. Yeah.
yeah, no, it's really got a great uniqueness to it. I think that's a
Yeah.
great way to put it.
You
Very
can't
unique sound.
you can't check a box. You got, you guys are the floating thing that you can't, touch on.
We
And
always get like comparisons and stuff to random bands, gigs and things, but like I never hear them. It's like I go and look at the bands afterwards, or if I know the bands already, then it's like they'll just try and.
So when you hear people like I just said, the post grunge or whatever, when you hear people talk about your music or try to put you in a box, do you go, no, that's not us? And could you put yourself in a box, or would you rather not be labeled?
Not really, but like we are very inspired by 90s grunge and rock, just in general from that era.
yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well, because grunge to me is more down. And so the song that that you're being known for now isn't a down song. Some of your other stuff, like I was listening, I forget which song it was. You're in the forest, and I was like, oh my, I'm like,
La Bruja.
I'm like this. I'm like, oh my god! I'm listening to the lyrics. I'm like, because we're our show also we support mental health, and so like in the lyrics, I was feeling what you were saying, and I was like, oh man. And then I went on, to listen to some of your other stuff, and I was like, oh, very interesting. You know what I mean? Like, okay, because you had to do that to do this. And I think it's interesting when a band's developing, because you're at that stage where, but you're pretty well developed already in that process. So like the Happy Mental Rot to me sounds like it would be off like your third album.
Oh wow, okay.
You know what I'm saying? As far as like, the other stuff would be on your first, but that song, that's third album. Like you guys caught something heavy on that one. And it's always good to be known for a song, because that's why people buy your stuff and go see your shows.
Yeah.
So that's definitely an unbelievable, you got a great hook in there. I hear a little bit of the Clash, actually. I hear more like 80s punk than alternative in there. I hear like rockabilly Motorhead influence in that. Like that's what I pull out. I was like, oh man, what a great mix. And then your vocal on top of that. A lot of the music that's coming out now, the mix is all here. It's just a meatloaf. And but you can hear everything has its place. And then the way that your vocal cuts across is interesting, because a lot of people hide the vocal. They don't mean to, but I don't know who produced that. I don't know if you guys did that. I don't know if someone else produced that, but they did a wonderful job for sure.
So it's, the studio that we go to, the producer that did the recording also did the production as well, like the mixing and the mastering for us. And she does a really good job of it, and we've done some more stuff with her now, and she's done the whole thing as well. So hopefully the next stuff that we release will be along a similar track.
Yeah.
So kind of Vince basically it's a potpourri of music. You're a little bit of everything, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So when you write your songs, how do you know which way to take the path of the song, or do you just let it come out naturally that this one should be maybe harder, this one should be more how does the song not write itself, but how does the music, the melody come about?
Of Mental Rot or in general?
Just of all your songs. When you write a song, well, first of all, let me backtrack a little. Who's the main songwriter, or is it a total collaboration?
It's both. Normally, I write my songs on the guitar, and in my bedroom, just guitar and voice, and That's how I normally do it. Then I would bring the songs to the guys when we are in rehearsal or in a writing session, and we will develop the song like that. Other times we are doing either a writing session or a rehearsal, and we just start playing. Cameron will come with a riff, and we would just literally make the song at that moment, just like that. That's exactly how it happened with Mental Rot, actually.
That's a great.
It's very natural. It's not. I mean, we not really like sit down and think, oh, how would the? But it just happens, right? It's just like
we don't really try.
Yeah,
it's
like
So you're just jamming. It comes out of jams.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
We've got a couple of ideas that we've done recently that have just been like developed from like just jam sessions. Like it either starts with just a groove. I'll just play something and Cameron will join in with like some guitar thing, or he'll start with like Mental Rot. He started out with the hook basically.
Yeah.
On the spot, and then we kind of filled in the gaps.
But with that approach, then nothing's forced. You don't go in there going, it's got to sound like this. You just go in there and go, let the song develop itself, and that's where it comes from. Then
pretty much, it's we don't really try and force a song. Like we've had a few ideas that we just thought it's not really kind of going anywhere, so we've scrapped, and then if something works, it works.
Yeah, exactly.
And for Mental Rot, I do have to say the rhythm section is just killing it while you're killing it on guitar, man. And it's such a unique. It reminded me of a lot of things all at once, but something that I've never heard at the same time. And I get excited when I hear, like we're hearing a lot of new sounds out of guitars out of Italy right now, for example. Also, what's really exciting, the power trio has returned. Like we noticed after covering a bunch of bands for like 6 months, me and Jason were like, hey, all these are trios. Like we didn't even, we're just looking for good music, and it just happened to be time and time again. And now, with the financial situation for touring and what things cost and this, that, and the other, also with the power trio, you can fill in more blanks than you can with the 5 or 6 piece band. There's just something about a power trio that you can't beat a power trio. And it's really cool to see a lot of it. And I have to say, female bass players right now worldwide are kicking ass.
Yeah.
Front and center, Misa from Band. I mean, all these just incredible players. And for the first time last year, ladies and gentlemen, all between, women bought more electric guitars than men.
Oh, wow. That's a fun fact.
And guitar-based music is up 57% in sales. And that's a great thing, isn't it?
Yes.
Absolutely. And yeah, man, the trio is just unbelievable. Ninjin Aisu from Japan, holy moly, on their 24th album. Those guys are monsters. The Warning, Mexico
The Warning,
City.
exactly.
Just unbelievable. And that band is blowing up huge. It would be a no-brainer for you guys to tour the world together.
We would love to do that, honestly.
I know, right? Right.
Yeah.
And they're playing in Japan.
Yes.
I could totally see you guys playing with Bandmade in Japan too, actually.
Yeah, actually, they're touring the U.S. right now, so got to get you over. Got to get you over here to get on with them. Yeah,
absolutely, absolutely. So we thought. So one of the things we like to do is we like to react to the music with the artist, and then you guys can like talk. We'll stop the video and you guys will answer questions or say something, how this was that or the other. So let's do some Mental Rot with Icy Orange. Let me grab that here. Okay, and having lived in the 1980s, that was every girl's room in Chicago in the 1980s. Same color, same TV, same. So like this took me back immediately to all these really great punk bands that came out of Chicago.
And two guys sitting in the room.
Yeah. Exactly. And the Pink Floyd album that we used to roll on.
Hey, Panicky.
That sound of the chord going into the guitar is going to go down like jing 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 from Black Dog and Led Zeppelin. That's going to be so identified with you guys, and that's a good thing. You know what I mean? It made me look.
Hey, Panicky.
Soul, take it all, but please do it slow.
Now, when you guys first heard this, were you like, okay, like this is the one? Did you know like this was the thing that was gonna make people pay attention?
I think we were kind of expecting it to go the way of our other videos at the time. Like they've all kind of gained a bit more traction since this one.
Sure.
We weren't particularly expecting massive interest from it. It's just like we were quite surprised with like how big it got. But obviously it's fantastic that it has, and it's great that we've got the interest and attention from it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, something that we definitely wanted with this video is like to show more like our aesthetic and or like the just more of the band in one video, because we only had one before, which was like our very first one. it's called Fairy, so it's kind of like
don't plug it.
So now we don't really like it now, and yeah, what we really wanted with these videos, like let's we want to like show a little bit of our essence, like in a visual way of so that's what
now having worked on hundreds of music videos from Aerosmith to Stones to Guns N' Roses. When I first saw this, I'm like, holy shit, they either did this by accident or they're really smart. And I'm leaning towards really smart, because when you put that filter on there to make it look like old video, and then you had that room that literally I've been in that room 1,000 times in hundreds of different homes, you know what I mean? So I'm like, wow. That's why it's separate from everything else. And I think I saw this on either TikTok or like Facebook Shorts originally when I saw it, and I was like, holy crap. And of course, also go watch this interview. We have the whole interview with Icy Orange on our YouTube channel. But when I saw that, and of course now everybody knows about this song that knows me, and they're probably sick of me, but you guys really smart with this video. And I always say, because videos right now, you don't have a lot of budget. You have very little money to work with, no matter how big of a band you are, period. That's just a fact. And you can do really great stuff just by thinking and being creative. And so this to me looks like a video that didn't cost much. And then I've worked on videos where we spent a lot of money to make it look similar. So good job, you guys.
Came along, take the hit, almost a Mexico. A gentle dark circles left to be gone. They said it all, make it mad, love and leave me alive. I feel it gnawing up. It's getting to the core. I feel it gnawing up. It's getting to the core. It's mental right down my love yours. You make me feel incredible.
That's brilliant. That little vocal move there. And everyone at work, by the way, is sick of hearing me doing it. But You've got that thing that Joan Jett has, by the way.
Yes.
I've seen Joan Jett like 18 times, and that's, yeah, especially with the expressions. Absolutely. And Joan Jett is, of course, you know, the queen of rock.
I don't belong, never did, never was, never will. It all be fine, make me cry, get me emotional. Just watching go, love hurts is a joke on my tongue. I dare you break my heart, kill me 10 million times. I feel it burn slow, like you're the witch's brew. I feel it burn slow, like you're the witch's brew. It's mental, right down my love yours. You make me feel incredible. Carved in my bones, indelible.
Okay, what's going on there?
Charlie can explain.
What's
Yeah. So this was actually the second day of recording the video when we was doing it in this room. So the first day was in the studio.
Okay.
And when Jess was doing her like close-up bits,
Yeah.
just playing by herself, we were just like kind of slowly losing our mind. So while she was playing and having the song going on, we just started doing that behind the camera. And then we thought, like, we were just trying to put her off. so we just decided that we'd just put it in the video as well because we thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Been there many. Yeah, absolutely. Anything to either make them break or make them not break, you know. That's great.
Carved in my bones, indelible. You turn me on, it's dangerous. It's mental, right on my love yours. You make me feel incredible. Carved in my bones, indelible. You turn it all so dangerous.
All right, who brought the bubble gun?
Yeah. We did.
Sorry.
Who brought the bubble gun?
That's something that we do live. We
Oh, right on.
will shoot you live.
She's obsessed with it.
Right. Nice. Nice. Yeah, man. This song is gonna be this song is unbelievable.
So that's got to be fun for you guys to see the final product after it was all said and done. Because what, it took you a couple, 3 days to film it.
It was 2 days filming, and then Jess was piecing it together, doing the editing on that.
Yeah.
And then to see the final product had to be pretty cool.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's good.
Yeah, it looks great. Looks great. Absolutely. So yeah, as we wrap up this edition of Tunage, you guys hold on a second. We're gonna finish the interview, but this is a reaction with the band. I See Orange, Mental Rot. See you next time. Yeah, so that'll be out next week as its own separate thing, by the way.
Cool.
But
Oh,
yeah, I'm excited for you guys, man. I can't wait to see what comes next. It's really, because I spend like 6 hours a week looking for new stuff to cover, and it's all guitar based. And so, man, when it hits you, it's really nice because we won't cover anything that we don't like, because there's no reason to, because art is subjective, and what I don't like, other people love. So I'm not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
yeah.
But it is exciting when you find something that hits you in the right way, and I think you guys are really doing it the right way, and I'm excited. I can't wait to see more Orange, and plus Orange is my favorite color, so
Yay!
Correct
it's
answer.
like I get to use orange because the show color is usually yellow and blue, but
So let's
Anyway.
backtrack a little bit. How many bands were you guys in before you three came together?
I was in a band when I was in school with my brother, which lasted probably maybe a month. And that's about it.
It was the
Okay.
same thing for me. I had like a school college band, but we played like probably 2 gigs in like 3 years, so I wouldn't really class it as a band. We just did like rehearsals and stuff. But so this is like the first proper band that I've been in as well.
okay, that makes the story even better.
I've never really been in a band just playing my music
This
solo.
is it, yeah. So I always ask this question, and it's probably one you've been asked a million times. Who are some of your influences musically that got you interested in music? And you just, yeah, that's the guitar player, that's a drummer, that's a singer that influences me.
You want to start?
Sure. Basically everything, honestly. So drums, definitely Dave Grohl, Stuart Copeland, John Bonham, just to name a few of them. They're probably up there with.
Yeah.
I could definitely see the Copeland thing now for sure, because I played the drums. So I'm like playing on the up. Okay, that's what makes that rhythm just a little bit hauntier. I'm like,
Yeah,
also,
he's a crazy drummer. The stuff that he does, like he's kind of like no other really. It's like the rest of the Police stuff, I can kind of like to give or take, but then like when
he's an unbelievable talent for sure.
Yeah, it's incredible. And then obviously like the big like rock drummers and stuff like Dave Grohl and John Bonham and Ringo as well, definitely.
Yeah,
I can hear a little bit of Queens of the Stone Age in that song too. Yeah, absolutely, a little bit like the vibe. Okay, right on.
it's funny though. When you talk to drummers, nobody ever mentions Ringo, and I
don't
think
know
technically, but I think technically he was supposed to be a great drummer from a technical, right? I mean, the Beatles songs weren't super complicated or anything crazy like a Zeppelin or some of the songs, but
we'll same with Charlie Watts. I mean, just try playing his stuff.
I've tried.
I can't. And then my son gets on the kit and he gets in like the third try. I'm like, you're a dick. I've been trying to play that song for how? Okay.
Yeah, no, basically everyone we take inspiration from, but like those are kind of the drummers for me. I don't know about you guys, like.
For me, in the songwriting way, like when I was 13 years old, like my very, very first woman in music influence was Avril Lavigne and Taylor Swift in the songwriting side. Then I got really into Joan Jett, The Runaways, and Nirvana. That I would say would be like my rock influence.
Right on. Can totally see. Yeah. Well, I saw the Joan Jett thing for sure, but yeah, that's even better that I was right. And you, sir?
For me, it was like what made me pick up a guitar was when I went to see Muse live. So like Matt Bellamy would probably be quite a big influence for me. Then it was since I started playing guitar, I was like 13, 14. and just then you start learning like Black Sabbath riffs and stuff. So then you get into
Yeah.
Black Sabbath, and then you get into like the Ozzy Osbourne stuff. So I'm really into like Randy Rhoads and Zakk Wylde and all of that stuff. So basically everything, yeah. Like really into like a lot of the sort of bluesy stuff as well, like the Stevie Ray Vaughan, that sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, a lot of different stuff for all of us. I think it's not like one genre or anything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a lot of
I think that's probably why our music is such a mess.
yeah.
yeah. Because, also, for example, what really got me into like have an interest for the UK and the music of the UK is the scene of like folk singer songwriters
Yeah.
around here. So that's what like my very first like, oh my god, music from the UK is amazing. Like I don't know, Laura Marling, Nina Nesbitt, just artists like that.
Have you ever heard? He just changed his name recently to Noah James. Are you familiar with James Passy at all? He's a singer songwriter. He's Irish. He's from England, and he works with David Bowie's producer.
Oh,
yeah, he's got a lot of big guys. So as a singer songwriter, definitely check out Noah James.
yeah,
But what's up? But yeah, my stepfather was also from London, so I have an affinity, and of course, I'm a huge fan of English humor and Monty Python, the Two Ronnies, all these guys.
Unbeatable.
Yeah, absolutely. But this is great. I'm so excited for you guys. Thank you so much for coming on. So what's going on with you guys in the next, year? What do you guys got planned?
Well, we have a single coming really soon, this month actually, and with that single will come another music video. It's gonna be out on the 18th of April. Yeah, and after that, probably another single, and then we're dropping an album this year.
Right on.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
And
Well-
any tours lined up? Any shows? Anything coming?
That's what we are trying to arrange right now.
We've got,
Yeah.
we've got a few local shows throughout
Festivals.
April. We've
Few
got a couple of
festivals,
festivals
yeah.
lined up, but we're just kind of working on getting a few more things so we can set up like a little mini tour and like an album release party when that comes as well.
Right
Have
on.
you played live at all anywhere in anything at all?
We've played the new stuff live, so stuff that's going to be on the album. People have heard before, but only if they've seen us live.
Right.
But yeah, it's like we're kind of here, there, and everywhere, going all over the place with gigs.
Yeah.
So,
All right. Well, we'll definitely put you guys in the conversation for when we're talking to our people over there, and definitely make sure to spread the word. And I'll talk to my couple other my buddies out in the UK, see if we can get something going.
That'd be good.
Yeah, that would be
Thank
Yeah,
amazing.
you guys should be, and we just do it because we love the music and we want to see more people love it. And I couldn't thank you guys enough for coming on. Everybody, go grab this right now. Buy physical. Do not download. Buy the physical. That's where bands
that's where
actually
they
get to
their
make money and continue being awesome rock stars like you guys are. And even if you don't think you are, you're on your way. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I see orange. I see greatness. Thank you so much for doing this. Let's see you next-
Us.
your hands up.